Why, hello everyone, welcome back to a box! Hey, Teddy Ursa and Ursa Ring. It's you. What happened to you two? But behind us. Something held us up. Anyway, what's going on? There's a treasure box here. There wasn't a treasure box here before. I want to open it. It's a creepy feeling for me. You know, nasty booty trap. So we've been debating whether we should open it or leave it be. Well then, we'll open it. You see, we got that graduation exam. We were told bring back the treasure from you. That's it. The block has something to do with your exam. I should open it. Alright, let's open it. Could be a trap. By the way, they make reference to Dimensional Scream. It never activates during this epilogue. Ever. Which is kind of sad, but it kind of makes sense. Actually, no, it does activate. I thought it didn't activate during this epilogue. I guess it did. Okay. Good time to use it, though. Punk. Well, we know who put it down. It was really tough for that put treasure here. That means inside this treasure box, this is a perfect apple. The spring. It was a perfect apple. Perfect apple is the treasure. This is really tough, I guess. What's that? Huzzah! Zoo, motherfucker! That's my swear for the day. What's that? Light. Light is shining down. Oh, then maybe the Luminous spring regain its power? Those that seek awakening. Who's saying that? The resumption of time has brought light here again. If you seek evolution, step forward. I knew it. It's good for you, Teddy Ursa. For a long time. Evolution. Oh, that's right. Wigglytuff mentioned it before. I already went over this. Basically, yada yada. There's no sunlight. No one can evolve. Straightforward. Wigglytuff that could evolve. What is evolution? Evolution is to evolve. Some Pokemon can evolve if specific conditions are first met. When Pokemon evolves, its appearance changes and sometimes driving. Appearance changes. B changes either. When you evolve, some form and abilities can even change. How about that? Yep. I wanted hoping to evolve for a long time. Those that seek awakening. This is Luminous Spring. Do you seek evolution? Yep. Do you need an item to do so? No. So be it. Seeker of awakening. Let us begin. Evolution! Hey. There's Ring I pulled. Congratulations. A lovely went through finally paid off. Now it's hard to tell us apart. But good for you. Yeah, now you have Ursa Ring 1 and Ursa Ring 2. It's kind of funny, actually. Those that seek awakening. This is Luminous Spring. Do you seek evolution? Yes. Do you need an item to do so? The only person I think that needs an item is Riolu. No. Riolu needs a very high IQ stat. Because there's no friendship stat. I think. It's either that or he does require an item. That's the only one of the starters that requires an item, I think. So be it. Seeker of Awakening. Let us begin. No. Impossible. You may not evolve. But why not? Why can't... No. That is not it. It is not merely a problem of not meeting the requirements. Evolve? Why cannot you not evolve? It may be influenced by distortion in the fabric of space. Distortion. Why that should be, I do not know. By your presence is somehow related to distortion in space. And as a result of that, you cannot evolve. No, it is not only you. There is yet another. The one behind you is also forbidden to evolve. This is all that I can tell. This is Luminous Spring. If you seek new evolution, you shall return here. It's hinted at that you're speaking to Arceus during like that sequence, but you don't really ever figure out who the hell you're talking to. Like, are you talking to the spring? Are you talking to a legendary Pokemon? Are you talking to just literally just some other dimensional creature? Are you talking to a human? We have no clue. Apple treasure box. Let's go. I would put a transition in or something, but doesn't feel appropriate. Graduation exam. Congratulations, you two have passed the guild. Graduation exam. You did it. Not celebrating? Happy? I'm happy, but it hasn't really registered. I don't know if we've accomplished anything that special. That's not true at all. Don't understand what you do. That was incredible. You went back. Fantastic treasure and a perfect apple. Even better than that. You defeated the horrifying Grand Master of all things bad, didn't you? Look, but that's what I don't understand. How could you know the Grand Master of all things bad? We heard it somewhere? Besides, that bad Grandmaster. Wasn't that you? We found them out. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Grandmaster of all things bad? Another what are they? They're trying to keep it up, but we know them. What's going on? Anyway, you two now officially graduate from the guild. From now on, you will know by guild strict regulations. You are free to operate as an exploration team totally of your own. Means from now on, we're gonna keep all the money? No. Unfortunately, for you, that aspect doesn't change at all. As before, you also give most of that money to the guild. Why? Graduating from the guild means you're still affiliated with us. Your team, Team Color Squad, can operate only because of this guild. So, you'll have to accept that part of being the exploration team. RIP. You don't understand. We're doing extraordinary. Even I didn't pass the graduation exam. Flying colors. I hope work as explorers. Whiskers and Almia. How wonderful. Well, it wasn't brutally hard. The only person there that was tough was Wigglytuff, and that's because he has like, I think he had like 500 plus hit points. I don't remember. Something like that. The rest of them were, okay, no, Earth Power was annoying. That's why we dealt with Dojo. Oh, excuse me. The explosion team had sent a message. We now have the biggest treasure bag we're going to get. This treasure bag, I think, can hold 6 full pages of items. Side of funds. We get 10,000. So I now have, I think, 20,000 in the store in bank. And one more thing. For Sky, you get a special episode in the Future of Darkness. Sharpedo Bluff. This will be our new base of operations for the rest of the game, basically. Could be old room at the guild. Yeah. Basically, quick device, because you're from the guild, you may now save a record progress from your bed here. Now you must use this bed. That's kind of, you must use this bed or the thing. So we're actually going to save. But just to show it works. I'm also going to show off a few things that are new to graduating, though I'm going to have to do a bit in my off time because there's a lot. We have to do quite a few jobs before the next story event, which I think is Sky exclusive, actually. But nevertheless, it works basically the same way as basically works the same way as before. You have access to all your items. Nothing too big. I'm actually going to use that. Let's see here. Yeah, we have more or less everything. I should probably check for more driver seats. we have the full 10,000 on us, which is not probably the best idea. Do you have any reviver seeds on you? You have 1 reviver seed. I'll take it. I don't care. I need to stock up on them. The next few episodes will not be this. They will be the special episodes. Why? Because I'd rather get them all out of the way so we have a nice fresh start for the full epilogue rather than just the tiny epilogue that we just did. Because there's even more. So this episode will likely also be pretty short, just like last episode. But more or less, everyone around town will have similar like claims, stuff like that we graduate from the guild. There's now 2 Ursa rings here. Get used to it. Oh, yeah, I knew I should have showed this up. Tremor. That it came from inside the dojo. Huge hole. What just happened here? The wall just gave away. Big hole appeared. Come to think of it, my grandpa mentioned this a long time ago. Yeah, see, my grandpa built this dojo originally. That's told me. Very dangerous cave here. It's so dangerous he had a hole sealed up. No one could get in. Back then, Mike, tell me about that hole. He never once failed to scare me silly. You're not. You seriously consider going in that hole, do you? Don't do it. Don't even think about it. I can't guarantee you'll ever come back out of there. Okay. Basically, the idea of this is if you're about level 50, it's kind of like a almost end game dungeon. There's an actual end game dungeon that's like really hard, 99 floors, I think. This one here, I don't think it's 99 floors. I think it's about 50 floors. And it's just hard because you have to do it quickly. You can't be lazy about it. You have to do it quickly. You can't bring items with you. Go for it. Usually the easiest way I find to do it is go do the training, like in the normal dungeons first, and then go do that one. It's not really too important though, because that one actually doesn't affect the story or anything. It's simply for personal development. We are going to have 23,000 bogey in the bank, which is handy. Oh, Trimeco is going to explain some things. What's going on? Ready for the guild. Now gets to operate association with people, right? So your assembly privileges have also changed. Special service available to you. Service. Change the leader before you group. Yeah, up to now, Amiya was always the leader in expeditions. Now, basically, if we feel like it, so long as it's not a story dungeon, they're special. As long as it's not a story dungeon, we can play as anybody. So if we know she's going to Trimeco here, I'm pretty sure Trimeco's female. Pretty sure. Basically type advantage and stuff like that. So if we know, let's say, we have a type at disadvantage. For example, I have a blatant type disadvantage against grass. Because Whiskers doesn't know any fire type moves or anything like that that can help deal with it. The easiest way to deal with grass types would be to, let's say, bring a flying and a fire type in with our party. That's their current one. Now, instead of playing with these two, we can go play as them. I will likely not use this function. I don't usually need it unless I'm going up against an outlaw. Because it's a little bit of a pain to put me back as the leader for certain missions and stuff like that. I'd much rather just simply buckle down, have me as a leader, don't worry about it. Straightforward. Especially since of my high level. Like I'm level 34. I'm probably not going to have too much difficulty with anything. I actually have a job which is show me the Northern Desert. So if we can actually get some other Northern Desert jobs, that'd be nice. Oh. Actually, I might just do the Eastern Cave. There's one for Crystal Cave. I might just do that one, actually, just because it's Crystal Cave. But yeah, you now have access to certain areas we didn't have access to. I should probably go over them as well. There's 2 Crystal Caves. We'll go do the Crystal Cave. Well, I like Crystal Cave. We'll actually go delete the Northern Desert one then. Oh, no. I need to go take that one again. No! It'll be back. That's the one good thing about doing this. You can... Oh. Delete Crystal Crossing. There. Voila. I messed up. Basically, now people here will just simply congratulate you. You can go do... if you want to do Sentry Duty, you can go do that. It's a great way to grind up Reviver Seeds. Quickly head to Spinda's cafe here. I'm going to go use that gummy I have to increase my IQ again. Because my IQ needs to be ridiculous. That's just how I am. Oop. IQ increase again. Good. Okay. So, if we head over here, we now have access to areas we didn't have access to before. For example, we can go to Luminous Spring and the Hot Spring, you know, the thing we had to go through a whole dungeon to get to. We can now just simply go to them, straight up. Zero Isle, which I will likely never do during this playthrough, is a set of technically 5, but 4, well, currently 4, really hard dungeons. Each one has their own nasty effect, and the central one's even worse. They're all very long and all very tedious. And in some of them, you can't actually prepare. That's how painful they are. We also now have access to Steam Cave. So if you want to go back to Steam Cave, you can, especially since now we can actually go fight bosses. Lapras is actually down on the beach, so if we want to go to the Hidden Land, we can. However, if we go to the Hidden Land, we go all the way. And when I mean go all the way, I mean you're going through the whole Hidden Land, and you're going to Temporal Tower. Because there's no real reason to go to the Hidden Land and come back because there's no jobs in there. Also, only you two can go there. It's classified as a story dungeon. You can't recruit anyone there. Steam Cave is no longer classified as one, so you can go recruit people there. Ugh. Long spiel. Nevertheless, we now have access to Crystal Crossing and Crystal Cave once again. Crystal Crossing will actually take you to Azelf, just like how Steam Cave and some of that will take you to the other two. Just as I've been talking about, they can be recruited by beating them as a boss. They aren't too tough. If you go to Temporal Tower, you're going to fight Dialga, and Dialga is tough. So just simply be careful. Let's go to Crystal Cave. Okay. So this is an outlaw fight. I don't know if I showed them before, so I'm going to explain them again. Outlaw fights are pretty straightforward. They're basically a mini-boss. Now, the reason why I actually didn't mind picking this one is because I have a distinct advantage. Also, oh, I'm an idiot. Actually, just there you go. Most outlaws don't have too much hit points, so it's not too bad. Yes, I do. Oof, that's nice. So I'll see you all when I'm done. Okay, that was actually something I never had really happen before. I selected the job, but there wasn't anyone there. Oh well, nevertheless. The next morning. Good morning. Yep. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all here next time for when we begin Chapter 1 of Bidoof's Wish. Okay? See you all here next time. Bye.